Welcome back to the Shankly Sessions, everybody. This is the Liverpool podcast we bring you each and every week on the Dynamo Podcast Network. Head over to YouTube, smash that subscribe and bell notification button. Audio versions show are available through Spotify or wherever you pick up audio versions of the shows that you follow, you will find us there. This is your player ratings. Liverpool 4, Southampton 0. Absolutely dominant performance from the Reds at Anfield. Underneath the lights, even though it's the afternoon kickoff, the winter nights are here, which is a good thing when you're under the lights at Anfield. Let's get into these player ratings. Alison Becker, give him an 8 today. Absolutely brilliant. His work really goes unnoticed at times, doesn't it? Really, that save that he made to stop Southampton equalising early on. It's just, I think as fans now, we just take it as routine, don't we? But I give him an 8. I just think what he does sometimes just goes unnoticed. So brilliant from the big man between the sticks. Trent, I also gave an 8. Very solid game, another assist as well. But just, his 9th assist in 5 games, it's absolutely unbelievable. He now has the second most assists in the Premier League. But unbelievable, always looking for the ball, always looking to hit those balls in. Really, really, really impressive today. Konate today, I gave a 7. I know a lot of the ratings are giving him an 8 and stuff like that, but I just think, at times in that first half, he just seems to be, I would say, either a little bit too relaxed or a little bit slow to react. He just doesn't seem to be tuned in at times. The way Virgil is constantly tuned in at times. And I think maybe with more time with Virgil, I think he'll get a bit more tuned in. He's still trying to settle in, I'd imagine. But I just think at times he's just tries to be a little bit too relaxed for me. So I gave him a 7 today. I know a lot of the ratings crowds are giving him an 8, but I gave him a 7 today. I think at times he was, most of the game he was dominant and stuff like that, but I just think at times he's just a little bit too relaxed. Man, I'd like to see him a little bit switched on. The big man Virgil, I gave an 8. So strong, at seeing balls out and stuff like that. He's just such a dominant presence. People can't get near the ball when he has it. Very relaxed in possession, but a more of a switched on, controlled, relaxed as opposed to Konate. Never really getting caught out and ball lands at his feet from that corner and bang straight into the back of the net, gets his goal and all. Brilliant performance today. It was a brilliant performance today all round by the whole team, when you go and you look at it. But just absolutely dominant from Virgil today. Southampton really got very little out of the game when you think about it. It was as easy a game as our back four will ever get when you think about it. Andy Robinson, I gave him a 9. I thought Robbo was brilliant today. I thought he was constantly switched on. I said he looked back. He looked really fresh today or something about him, like he was really up for it and really wanted it. And he was probably disappointed today at some of the passes that Mane had given him, because he made some great overlapping runs there and Mane just sold him short at times with that final pass. But absolutely brilliant from Robbo today. He had a point to prove today as well, because the boy Samiskas is doing really, really well and is challenging him in there for that position. So it's great to see that competition there, that we have 2 players of that level and they're both challenging each other, But no doubt Robbo was definitely the first choice without a shadow of a doubt. Brilliant performance today. Give him a 9. Fabinho, I gave an 8 today. Fabinho is just absolutely sublime. He does that kind of dirty work, again, that goes unnoticed, that Makelele type of work, I call it. He just puts a foot in all the time, gets a tackle in all the time, breaks up the play, but you never see him wasting the ball. Just a simple pass off, doesn't try anything too stupid, always controlled, always aware of what's around him and stuff like that. He's probably the best player in the world at the moment in his position, if you think about it, because when does he rarely drop below an 8 when you think about it in the ratings? He's normally even higher. Today you could give him a 9 if you wanted, I give him an 8, but he's just an absolute rock in midfield, nothing goes past him, and anything rarely bothers the defence really when he's in there, so brilliant from Fabinho today. Jordan Henderson, I gave a 7. Not bad today, it's a better performance. Obviously he's coming back into the side and stuff like that, you know what I mean? But the game, I think at times just went past him. He wasn't as involved as he usually is. But having said that, he probably didn't need to be as well, because everyone on the team today was outstanding. And it was just the ball was moving so quick at times and stuff like that, you know what I mean? But in there, solid 7 as always from the captain. you know, didn't even have to do much in terms of the captain role, really, because everyone was just switched on today with a job to do. Tiago, I gave an 8 today. I just think his passing is absolutely sublime. We're starting to really see that Tiago now that we know, that we expect. His passing is unbelievable. His quick feet, his quick thinking, the way he looks up and he just sees things. He sees the game in motion ahead of him and stuff like that. And he's brilliant at getting those passes off. Brilliant drifting into the box for that one as well. And just that drag and that shot that got deflected in. Absolutely deserved the goal, and we're starting to see him now pitch it in with a couple of goals as well, which is absolutely brilliant. Sadio Mani, I gave an 8 today because I think his movement was really good. I think he looks really sharp at the moment. His work rate today was really good, but I mean, Sadio, when do we ever question his work rate? I think a couple of times his passing could have been a little better if I had to pick on something, but it's only small. But I gave him an 8 today, Didn't get on the score sheet, but was close a couple of times. And, just easy for him today, you know what I mean? Just penetrating that defence all the time. That ball he played along the baseline for Robbo was absolutely brilliant. Jota, gave Jota a 9 today. This man came out of the traps today like a greyhound. Just unbelievable. He was on it right from minute one, absolutely pestering that Southampton back line. He just doesn't give you a minute to breathe. He just suffocates you when you're in possession to have to give up the ball to him, Got 2 great goals, took his goals beautifully, and probably should have had 5, maybe 6. I mean, he had some great chances there. That one he missed under the post that was put on a play from. Plus the one that Salah played in, that was just a poor pass, should have been squared and he should have put it away. He should have had at least 5 today. And I'm sure when he was getting subbed off, he must have been wondering, what the hell am I doing walking off and I haven't even got the match ball, But great to see him again pitching in. I mean, isn't it wonderful as Liverpool fans that we win the game today 4-0, and yet Salah isn't on the score sheet and Mane isn't on the score sheet. And I say it time and time again, real winning sides are those who spread the goals around, so the pressure isn't constantly on Salah and Mane all the time. So it's brilliant to see it today. Salah today, I gave him a 7. Very good assist, but he hadn't got his shooting boots on today at all. Always pressing, always picking up those diagonal passes. A couple of diagonal passes at times that bothers me a little bit, where they're played in and he runs away from the ball instead of running to attack it against the defender. He was obviously heavily marked today as well, because obviously Southampton would have pinpointed him as a very dangerous opponent today, especially with the current form that he's in. But he didn't bring his shooting boots today as well. A couple of times he had those shots across going for the far corner and stuff like that, just didn't drift in from, and 1 or 2 other chances. So I gave him a 7 today, but all round, his play at the moment is sublime. He's just unplayable, you know what I mean? Look at the substitutes. Ox came on, gave Ox a 7. He's getting better with his feet and stuff like that. He's getting into those goal scoring opportunities and stuff like that. But that shot that he had on target, he really should be absolutely burying that, not trying to side foot it in from that kind of distance, you know what I mean? But again, only a small thing with him. He's starting to grow into it again now. He's starting to feel part of the team, something that I stress all the time that we need with Origi, that we need with Minamino. We need to make these guys feel part of a bigger squad, so we always have options on the bench if needed, be it for injury, be it for a tactical change, and with the AFCON coming up in January, we're going to need these guys heavily involved. And he's starting to grow into his role. He's starting to feel part of the team, and he's starting to show us a bit of confidence in terms of coming on, that he does feel again that he's a big part of the team and that he's a big player again. And that's going to be really, really important for us. So a good 30 minutes shown from Ox today. But again, just a little bit falling short at times with that final pass, as we mentioned before. James Milner, I gave a 7, of course. James came on for Hendo, switching the armband, of course. Got involved in the attack as soon as he went on, but you always get that energy from James Milner. He's the guy who sets the precedent when he's on the pitch. He goes out there and everyone has to match up to his kind of energy levels and stuff like that. So great to see Millie back again, absolutely brilliant. And Taki came on, of course. I'm not going to rate Taki, of course, but he came on. But again, his involvement, feeling part of the squad, getting minutes under his belt. It's brilliant to see it. Obviously, some of the substitutes were made because the game was dead and buried after 32 minutes when we went 2-0 up. So obviously, Klopp was thinking one eye, of course, on the derby on Wednesday night, which is a huge game at Goodison. So we need no reason to risk anyone. Take players off and you have the opportunity. I'm sure Jota would have loved to stay on to get his hat-trick, but look, hopefully he'll pick up a few on Wednesday for us with a bit of luck. As always, this has been your player ratings on the Shankly Sessions, the Liverpool podcast we bring you each and every week, if not each and every day, as news breaks and stuff like that. This is your player ratings. Liverpool 4, Southampton 0, up to second in the table. Close the gap to a point. Let's see what happens tomorrow now with Chelsea and Man City entertaining United and West Ham. All we can do is do our own work. That's what we're in control of. But a very good performance and an easy day at the office for the Reds. Till next time, we will talk to you again real soon.